About a week ago, I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw a post about this case. A tragic event that was put to rest and then brought back to life through popular demand. A case that's surrounded by mystery and theories that suggest there's more to the story than what was said. It's possible this case was only brought back by the recent outcry in America, and for that, I'm happy to learn about it and spread it to others through my platform. Today, we're going to take a look at the untimely death of Tamla Horsford. November 3rd, 2018 was the date a group of women gathered at the home of Jean in Cumming, Georgia. They were celebrating Jean's 45th birthday, and it was an adult-only women's party that would involve drinking, food, swimming, sports, and PJs. Around 8:30, Tamla Horsford arrived. Tamla was a 40-year-old mother of 5, who, according to later police records, didn't know many of the partygoers, but she did know the birthday girl since their sons played football together. She brought with her a bottle of tequila, but since Jean told her she wasn't a tequila drinker, Tamla ended up drinking from most of the bottle herself. Sort of just a side note, why don't you just take the bottle anyway? It's polite. The party was going well, according to later reports. The women enjoyed card games, food, drinks, took cell phone videos, and this picture, the very one that caught my attention. Tamla was described as friendly, talkative. She told a lot of the other partygoers about her family, and didn't seem anxious that she didn't know any of them prior to the engagement. She even FaceTimed her stepdaughter, who was expecting a new baby, and she had been excited about it. As the party wound down, some of the guests took off and others decided to spend the night. Tamla was one of the last awake, walking around the house as she saw off the last of the party guests, Bridget, just before 2 a.m. It was at this point the security alerts at Jean's house set off, showing a few doors opening and closing around the time Tamla would have been alone. The next morning, Jean's aunt woke from her basement room and saw something disturbing out the window. She told police, "I was just staring out the window, and I saw those Dalmatian pajamas, so I didn't start the coffee. I got on my knees and said a prayer, and then I ran upstairs." She ran upstairs and woke Jean and her husband, who went outside to find Tamla lying face down in the backyard, not moving, not breathing, not living. The autopsy report is available to view now, but its summary says this: several injuries of the head, neck, and torso, including subarachnoid hemorrhage, subdural hemorrhage, and lacerations of the right wrist and right leg, and a dislocation of the wrist. The observed injuries are consistent with those received in a fall. This report and the assumptions of the house guests were that Tamla, while under the influence, fell from a balcony. The case was closed in 2019. But not for long. People weren't satisfied with this conclusion, and theories soon began to rise. The Forsyth Sheriff's Office has been accused of a coordinated cover-up. Women at the party have had death threats and been called murderers, and 2 men who were enjoying the football game in the basement at the time of the party have been accused of the incident. But why all the suspicion? Jean's husband, who was the one who made the call to the sheriff's office that morning, worked as a pretrial services officer in the Forsyth County court system. In December of 2018, he was put on administrative leave for using his position to access files in a case in which he was a witness to a person's death. Sounds familiar. Jose would later be terminated. In a letter that court administrator Robin Rooks stated he lost his confidence in the officer's ability to do his job. Attorney Ralph Fernandez, who was hired by Horsford's family, stated that the scene of the crime had been tampered with before police arrived and nothing was done about it. The body had been moved and evidence had been disposed of. He claims it was very likely this could have been a murder because of the injuries that Tamla sustained. It looked like there was a struggle before she fell. Demand from the public has encouraged this case to reopen this year. It didn't get the attention it deserves, and perhaps it'll help Tamla's family move on, and if there was foul play, get the justice they deserve. Thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing for more true crime and bad horror movie reviews. Play with me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, and as always, be well.